okay, I've been working on my wind, I've been working on my footwork, and then you get in the ring with somebody, you know, and then you figure out that dang, I ain't been working on my defense.
Yeah. Everybody got a plan until they get hit in the face. Until they get hit in the face. The brother was saying that. Brother after the fight, like, hey, man, it's a different fight. Once you get hit in the face, then you know it's a
Hold on, bro.
Now, but just saying it again, it's like everybody got a plan until they get hit in the face. Once they get hit in the face, all that plan go out the window.
You work. You start getting the fighter. He'll start off with a game plan.
Yeah.
And once you know the opposing opponent, you know, starts to tag him up a little bit, he gets frustrated and just negate the game plan and just start fighting emotionally.
And that's you know what that fighting emotion is. You equate it to a game plan. A lot of those fighters revert back to their old tactics, old bad habits.
Yeah.
And niggas in the world, what is that? Jesus Christ, Allah, you know, following after their emotions. It's like you got it.
Chasing money.
Yeah.
Believing in the world.
Yeah.
You know, and they want to give it up. And that's why there's plenty of scriptures on these topics, man. And the one in the parable of the sower is one of them. Once you start taking hits, you realize you can't withstand this shit. So now you want to change the game plan. Nah, this is the plan. This is what it's supposed to be. But you got to be built for this. You got to be cut from that certain cloth.
No, but I had a script. This is Sirach 37 and 19. It says, "There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. There is one that showeth wisdom in words, and is hated, and he shall be destitute of all food."
Yeah, and that first part of the scripture says that one that is wise teaches many, but he is unprofitable to himself, man. Yeah, that's being a hypocrite, man. You know, being able to teach those, or you know, you and throughout your week, you know, you may be teaching brothers or wherever the case may be, but you're not applying it to yourself. It's like, well, what good are you doing if it's not helping or benefiting you as well, man?
I have an example for you. ISUPK, they prided themselves on being not cowards. You know, that bravado, militant. You know, we not cowards. We ain't scared of nothing.
They said Jacob's trouble is gay.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah.
But then when Esau came down with that fucking hammer to shoot yourself in the arm, you know, it's in order for you to keep your job or your career or whatever, Jake folded and started to make excuses.
You see how it was all rough talk. Yeah, we ain't scared over here. We just that. But when it's, well, you know, I'm just taking it just so other people don't be scared to take it.
Right.
The whole tone in their voice changed, man.
Yeah.
The point was,
I thought you usually quoting, never trust thine enemy. You usually saying that this man is the devil and don't trust him. But now, when now that pressure is applied, now we should trust him.
That's like a Jake that may be boxing, and you know he may be talking shit, because he's prideful to everybody in the hood, because you know he got in the ring or sparred 1 or 2 times. But once he in there, you know everything that he was saying that he'd do to Jake on the outside, all that goes away, man. I got a word here from the Adam. It's called grit, and it says the spirit, firmness of mind. You know, it says let's see,
spirit.
it says spirit, firmness of mind.
Yeah, your spirit gotta have a certain. That's why I get like even in the NBA, you know, he's a dog. And they say that they're just rough because they got a different spirit in them. They got a different rough type of spirit that can endure when hardships come around.
Different mentality.
Courage, courageousness, bravery, valor, fortitude, toughness, determination, resolve, stamina, tenacity, perseverance, endurance is the next one. Endurance is the next one. It says to grind.
Somebody get what's that? Something right now. The second chapter.
Yes, there.
Second chapter. Do hardness of a good soldier. Yeah, you gotta be able to, because in this truth, in this boot camp, if you will, we'll just kind of use it like that. You know, the analogy there, training camp, whatever you want to say it. You got to be able to endure this now to even have a chance to endure it later.
Yeah.
The more training you get, the better off. That's with anything.
This is nothing.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of the Yahushua HaMashiach.
Yeah, in Esau's military, you got your basic training, and at the end of your basic training, that week before, a week or two before you're supposed to graduate, it's called Hell Week. You know, that's when Esau really brings it down on you, man. You know, so that's considered like, you know, we're going through basic training right now, and that Jacob's Trouble, you know, on the RFID microchip, you know, coming down, being made mandatory, World War III. You know, that's like Hell Week. You know,
That's the war.
Even the persecution.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what was that this week? Because we was talking about how they trying to ban the Bible and demonize it, and then I posted that scripture in the Maccabees about how Antiochus,
burn the books.
He was pretty much burning the books of the law, and anybody who was caught reading the book of the law, they got put to death. So just imagine that level of persecution coming back.
Yeah.
That's hell. That's hell week.
Imagine when it does.
That's hell week. Imagine when that finally happens. A lot of you Israelites out there faking the phone. That's when your true spirit's gonna show.
Yeah.
Like wet paper bag.
You know, you really didn't prepare yourself, man. You didn't go through the obstacle course and figure out your strengths and your weaknesses. You didn't.
And work on those weaknesses.
You didn't work on it, man. You chose to be comfortable and easy the whole time. When the Lord said, we got to go through the straight gate.
Right.
That's going to be more difficult to get through. Not the easy, comfortable way. Like a lot of these camps, when you just analyze their spirit and their vibration and their doctrine and how they carry themselves, a lot of them, they looking forward to being comfortable until the chariot show up.
Yeah.
They're not looking forward to the tribulation.
Bro, you can tell too, like, hey, because when you're really in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, hey, you can tell that your mind thinks of these things, man.
Meditate.
Yeah, you meditate upon the hell to come, man. And it's not in the sense to try to find an escape, but you understand that this is what you have to bear.
Yeah, the movies that come out, you know, prepares us.
Yeah.
And brother, be excited about
Yeah,
the apocalyptic movies. Everything blows up though, bro. Like, yeah. Brothers be excited about it.
And if it gets heavy, you know what we do? Hey, we go back to the scriptures, man, and read. We pray. We fast. We use the same tools that Yahweh Shai gave us in order to combat this. Because we're going to be using these tools in the end.
It wasn't, I think it's in either first or second Maccabees that counted the Maccabees brothers.
Yep.
It was right when they was about to get attacked on the Sabbath day.
Oh, yeah, kind.
And before they was about to defend themselves, they went into the book of the law to get comfort.
Yep. It said, because we've gone all this day fasting, you know, should we fight against our enemies? Hey, and then he basically told them, hey, man, the Lord is going to fight for us. We got to defend ourselves, but we understand, hey, it's going to be the Lord that fights for us. Right. And then what happened, man? Hey, the chariots showed, man, in the midst of battle.
Yeah.
So guess what happened? Hey, the Spirit won, man. Hey, because they were what? They were found faithful. They were doing and utilizing, and it's not like they just utilized that step during that moment. No, they were always reverting back into the scriptures, man. That's why it came second nature when the account when the heat came. You know, they reverted back to that first instinct.
So practicing that instinct.
Perfect practice makes perfect performance.
Yep.
You know, it's not just practice makes perfect. It's perfect practice makes better performance, man.
Hey, confidence is
That's the word I was
calmness.
gonna go.
Confidence is calmness. Worry, you know, anxiety,
Doubt.
that's doubt.
Yep.
That's you know, timid. Calmness is confidence. Because when you about to go through something, you just in the spirit, the spirit comforting you, and you just like, you know what? Let me be level-headed. The Lord's getting ready to take me through this.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Lord got this. And like, that's why Yahweh Shai was comforting his disciples. He said, "Be of good cheer. I overcame the world." He also told them in the time of your patience, possess ye your souls. All right. The scripture that I read in 1 Peter, where it talks about being sober, when you look it up in the Greek, is a nephos, and in the definition it means to be calm and collected, patient, willing to undergo trial and suffering.
One of the words that he used in his analysis was that grit was not perseverance, but
endurance.
No, it was another one. Resolve.
Yeah, resolve.
Resolve, because with resolve, if you like clicked on it, it'll tell you just already settled in your mind what you gotta go through.
Hey,
now you ain't worried about the trouble of going through it. You're too busy worried about going through it. Like how to go.
Exactly, because part of exercising as well is knowing that you don't have no power, man. Hey, if Yahweh Shai allows something to happen to you, hey, you gotta endure that, man.
Yeah.
If it's majority of things we go through, hey, you just don't got no control, man.
Yeah.
Which means what? You just gotta go through it. Allow the Lord to give the Lord time to work. He wants to see how you're gonna react in the moment.
Right.
He wants to see how you're gonna react in the whole duration of the time, man.
Thing about going through it is you don't know might not be that bad, but you got to have that faith that it could be.
Lesser men
Right.
might not make it through.
Right.
Yeah. Remember when the Lord had Peter step out on that water?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Straight it down.
Before he started to walk on it, he was being doubtful.
Yeah.
He wasn't calm. He was like, he was panicking. But when the Lord, hey, come on,
Yeah.
took his hand out, come on, and he got comfortable when the Lord did that, and he just started walking right with Yahweh Shai, right on the water. That's how it has to be, and it's not an easy thing. But your mind is developing to encompass that spirit, man. That when something hard, adversity comes, you just calm and ready to take whatever, man. Knowing that the Lord's gonna somehow get you through it, like it tells you in Corinthians. There's no temptation common to man.
Yep.
That's
10th chapter.
1 Corinthians 10:13.
Yep.
The Lord will make a way for you to escape,
Yep.
though you may bear it.
And a lot of times when you're sitting calm, when you're calm in any of these moments, when you're calm in these moments, is when the answer comes to you. If you're all in haste,
Yeah.
you miss it because you so
Right.
your mind ain't but if you just sit back, damn. Oh shit, there's my way
Yeah.
out,
I got a quick read. This Ecclesiastes 7:9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry. Hey, because when you get roused up with those emotions, you tend to just act out of the spirit, man.
Yeah.
It says, "For anger resteth in the bosom of fools." You can mess yourself up because you so roused up. Can you grab that real quick, Isaiah?
It's like Psalms.
Psalm 46.
Psalm 46, straight to 10.
Yep, yep.
Verse 10, it says, "Be still and know that I am the Most High."
Right, and when you go into that word "still," I'll grab it right here. It's 875:03. It's it's not Rapha. It says Rapha. Rapha means it's a hill. Rapha. It says to relax, to refrain, to be quiet, to let alone. Hey, to relax, man. Understand that Yahweh Shai is making a work of what you're going through at the moment, man.
Scripture say it's good that a man should both hope and wait for the salvation of the Lord.
Yep. And I will read a little more because that verse, you have more on there? Yeah, because look what it says. It says, verse 10, and I'm going to read 11 also. It says, "Be still and know that I am the Most High, Yahweh, and will be exalted among the heathen, and will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is with us.
Yep.
The God of Jacob is our refuge."
And that's a comfort. Hey, because a refuge is a place of solace. A place to go to when you're basically a place of refuge is a place of comfort, man. A place of protection.
Yeah.
Sanctuary.
I got some.
Yep.
Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to